which one or ones, do you think have the most questionable goaltending situation heading into the postseason?
Well, in the East, there are two teams, and they sort of scream sort of instability and question and goaltending questionability, if that's the word. The one is the Carolina Hurricanes, and that's been perpetual there. It's partially been because of injury, back with Antti Ranta and Frederik Andersen. And more recently, whether Rod Brind'Amour has the confidence in Pyotr Kochetkov to play him in the playoffs. Now, he's played him over 40 games this year. He's had a pretty decent season. Anderson has under 2 goals against and hasn't been overly taxed during the regular season. He's only played 18 games. So I'm wondering whether they're going to go heavy with Freddie in the postseason and go away from Kochetkov. I mean, at a certain point, and Anderson's a free agent at the end of the year, at a certain point they have to go with Kochetkov or get rid of him. Either you have the confidence for this guy to be your number one, or you have to move on and find somebody else. That's why they were tied to John Gibson and a couple other goaltenders who were on the market. The other team in the East is the Toronto Maple Leafs. And it's obvious why. You have one goaltender who appears to be the game one starter in Anthony Stolarz, and he played really well against Florida on Wednesday. He's never started an NHL playoff game. He's been a backup his entire career. Now, that doesn't mean he can't do it, and he's a veteran goaltender. I believe he's 32 years old. But 26-year-old Joseph Woll has more playoff experience than a 32-year-old Anthony Stolarz. Woll has played well in the playoffs, but it doesn't seem as if Craig Berube has the confidence in Woll to go with him. And Woll, I think, has been inconsistent at times. He had a great game against Colorado, and then he gives up 5 goals against San Jose. So I think they're going to start the playoffs with Stolarz, but if he falters, then they may have to go to Woll. And when you have 2 goalies in the playoffs, Emma, you have no goalies. You have to have one, and you have to go with them all the time.